Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation today, 724-438-4593. That's the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Both lines are currently open. No waiting, so give me a buzz. What's on Your Mind brought to you by Gary's Auto Sales, K2 Engineering, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, and Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty. Couple things on my list today. Well, there was a break in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case yesterday. We had a caller yesterday informed us that video had surfaced of a person of interest. And so that kind of, I guess that just things cascaded from there. SWAT teams were released and all kinds of other police stuff and everything. Apparently tips were coming in left and right to local law enforcement and FBI and everything to the point where they ended up pulling over somebody last night and taking him in for questioning. So Carlos Palazuelos is the man who has identified himself as the person having been pulled over and questioned. He was let go. It was determined that, he's not who they are looking for. Turns out, apparently his mother-in-law called authorities. Now, you know what? I don't mean to laugh, but, it's one thing for a relative to turn you in if you're guilty. I don't know how I would feel if I was Carlos, knowing full well that I had nothing to do with this crime, wasn't anywhere near innocent. And knowing that my mother-in-law thought that I could be involved, I don't know. Anyway, your thoughts on that. Apparently, though, TMZ has received the past ransom notes. Well, they got a letter today, a new one, from somebody claiming to know who the kidnapper is. But they want a Bitcoin deposited into an account before they'll name names. So authorities are trying to figure out whether this is legit or not right now. All righty. Let's see here. Out in Seattle, actually it's supposed to, it kicked off about an hour ago. The parade honoring the Seattle Seahawks win in the Super Bowl. Schools stayed open. The Seattle Public Schools announced that they were going to stay open, school as usual, and and attending the parade was going to not be an excused absence. So, good for the school, right? Keep continuity, keep education. Good for them. I wonder, though, if, the part about the excused absence or unexcused absence, as it were, was kind of done with a wink and a nod. We're going to stay open and going is going to be unexcused, but yeah, okay. What do you think? What do you think? All righty. We've kind of talked about this topic before. The city of Evanston, Illinois, they have 44 residents that are either, well, let me, how to put this. Evanston is giving $25,000 as reparations payments to residents and descendants of residents that lived in Evanston between 1919 and 1969. So this is going to be for housing costs. So, by the way, this adds up to $1.1 million that the city of Evanston is giving away as reparations, saying that, well, black residents of Evanston were harmed by housing costs between those dates. And so we're gonna reimburse them. Now, it doesn't. Well, it's coming. The money from this is coming from a tax on marijuana sales and real estate tax transfers, I believe. So that's where that money is coming from. Regardless, it's still taxpayers paying on the reparations. So your thoughts on that? All right. Everybody's got a family history, right? Whether it's your own or the family history that dates back several generations. My great-grandfather was born here and he did this, and he got married to my great-grandmother who had my grandparents, and that's your family history and everything. And oftentimes it is used in politics. Candidates will bring up their family history for whatever reason, whatever purpose. A lot of it is, I am a fifth generation military, fifth generation Army. My dad, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather all served in the U.S. Army. So that's part of your family history. Well, the governor of Maryland, Westmore, who I, on the surface, like anyway. I mean, we're not residents of Maryland, but overall, from what I can gather, I think Westmore is doing a nice job. I thought he handled the collapse of the Francis Key Bridge very well. Handled that whole situation. So I give him credit. I think he's, for what I know, doing a good job as governor of Maryland. Well, the Washington Free Beacon is pushing back on the narrative that Westmore has told concerning his family history. Now, Westmore is black, in case you didn't know, and that kind of feeds into this part of this story. He talks about how his great-grandfather, James Thomas, had to flee South Carolina because of threats from the KKK. Now, his great-grandfather was a minister in the Protestant Episcopal Church at the time. Well, the Washington Free Beacon is now saying, well, let's step back here a little bit. He didn't flee South Carolina, according to the Free Beacon. He knowingly, and people know he left. It wasn't a secret because he got called to a church in Jamaica. So, he really wasn't forced out of town. And also, according to other records, the church that he led was thought very highly of for their charitable work. And there was never any mention of KKK. So I bring this all up. I don't know, we'll be charitable. and say bending the truth about family history. Should there be repercussions for that, especially when it's in the political arena? If you've been telling that story as a way to connect with voters, to earn their vote, if the story is based on half-truths, should there be any repercussions on that? Does it disqualify that candidate from future office? Maybe. I'm curious. Me, I you know what? I don't care. I don't. I care about the person that is standing in front of me right now and is running for office. I don't care about his family's past. And if he wants to embellish that, so be it. I don't think his family's past, whether it's been embellished or made up or the truth, something in between, has no bearing on how that person will govern. But I want to hear your thoughts on that. So, all righty. Let's see. We're going to go back to the Super Bowl on Sunday, especially the halftime show. From what I can gather from figures I have seen, viewership dropped during the halftime of about 18%, almost 20%. Viewers turned off or changed stations for the Super Bowl show. Now, the show, from what I've read, because I didn't watch it, I saw bits and pieces here and there, but I did not watch the halftime show, was entirely done in Spanish. There might have been a few words in English here, but we're going to call 99.9% of the show was done in Spanish. Have no clue what the man would have been saying. None whatsoever. I went up and looked up a translation of the lyrics from the songs he performed. Decorum and FCC laws prevent me from giving you the translation. He talks about the sex act with several women, night after night, changing, doesn't remember their name. That's something really we really want our youth to focus on. Talks about sex acts in graphic terms and with derogatory terms. Where was the FCC? Just because it was in Spanish and I don't understand it, where was the FCC on all this? Remember, they fined CBS. I forget how many millions they fined CBS when Janet Jackson had a costume malfunction during her performance at a halftime show. But yet, the lyrics get a free pass? I don't care if it was in Spanish. There's a lot of people in this country that understand Spanish. I don't, but there's a lot of people that do. Plus, there was Spanish television stations that carried the Super Bowl. And I'll come back to the NFL. You're trying to build your brand worldwide. And with the number of people that speak Spanish worldwide, you're promoting this? You're promoting a business. You're wanting to build a business that is okay with the lyrics that were sung by Bad Bunny? The NFL, I think, has lost their way. Seriously, they really have. I don't know if it's Commissioner Goodall's leadership or if it's a combination. It's just systemic within the NFL. I don't know. But the NFL, I think, has lost its way. Finally, pizza. There are all kinds of combinations for your toppings out there, right? Anchovies, onions, olives, pineapple, ham. If you can think of it, it's probably been done. Well, last week, you might recall, Florida was hit by the same cold snap that we got, and iguanas, being cold-blooded reptiles, were going into a state of cold stupor. And wildlife authorities were urging folks to, capture them and take them into a wildlife facility for humane disposal. Well, Buck's Coal-Fired Pizza in Lake Park, Florida, came up with an iguana pizza. So, yes, a number of iguanas that were turned in and killed humanely, and that's a whole different story, were then used to create Would you eat an iguana pizza? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. But what about you? 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. It is time for a quick little break. We'll take those calls right after this.
Take the fact book.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? Fact. Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. Fact. Your community, your connection.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
Well, much cooler temperatures are here, but you could still enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customer guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 for a no-cost or obligation home consultation. Or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Now, you don't have to travel too far for medical marijuana products. Go to Local Leaf in Scottdale for a wide variety of locally grown and locally sourced products, plus your questions answered on medical marijuana, qualifying medical conditions, or how to register for your medical card. Local Leaf by PHG off Route 119 in Scottdale, 412-417-4964. Online at localleafpa.com. Local Leaf, your medical marijuana dispensary with locally grown and locally sourced products in Scottdale.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation, 724-438-4593. Let's get a phone call. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hey, Russ, it's Skipper.
Hey, Skipper.
Yeah, I can hear you all the way down in Clarksburg, West Virginia again today very clearly. It was amazing.
Great.
On AM, that is.
That's okay.
Yeah, hey, I was going to talk about that Super Bowl. You know, I told my wife, I said, they got a rookie quarterback for the Patriots there. I said, it's probably going to be bad. They'll put pressure on him like Steelers used to do with going against rookie quarterbacks.
Second year.
It's going to be,
his second year. He was second year.
I thought it was a rookie, but
that's okay. Close enough.
I said it's going to be bad, and and the Seahawks are going to win it. So I was right on that one.
Yeah.
But the Bugs Bunny thing, I switched back and forth from that to the Christian channel and watched a little bit of the other, but a lot of the Bugs Bunny show.
Mm-hmm.
And the choreography by Jay-Z. You know that he's in charge of that every year at the Super Bowl.
Okay, I did not know.
Yes, he gets big bucks for that. He does a great job. I mean, the choreography was amazing. The only problem is I could not understand one word. Now, you didn't see it, but Lady Gaga sang also. And she sang in English.
Okay.
Okay, you might not know that, but she sang there with him.
Okay.
But I saw online, let me get to this first. At the end, he was like in the camera. They had all these other people that had flags of other nations, and he was being real strong in the camera as it was ending, and everybody had a different flag of a different nation. I said, he's being mean at something here. I don't know what he's saying, but this ain't right,
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I'll research and see what he's saying, and then it came up with, like you saw, was the lyrics of those songs, which were really graphic. They were rapping. He was rapping sexual content continuously, which was real vulgar. Now, some of the Spanish people said they couldn't even understand it because it's a Puerto Rican dialect or version of Spanish. And even people that spoke Spanish couldn't even understand it.
Okay.
So anyways, what I'm getting to is that, the choreograph was good, but this was a political thing. And I'm tired of political stuff, just like whenever Kaepernick took a knee and puts politics in sporting events.
Yeah.
I don't think either side should be doing a political statement, at a sporting event. It just ruins my whole
I agree.
time.
I agree. You're going to
Either side.
tick off 50% of the audience.
Right,
know?
either way.
Yeah. Yes.
So I was unhappy. I did not enjoy it 1 second.
No. And because of, the politics that have entered into sports, especially the NFL, we see it all the time on there. I know people that no longer watch the NFL, period. They don't. They used to be rabid fans of their team,
right.
And they don't watch anymore. Period. They've had it.
Well, I think that started with Kaepernick, and I said, look what happened to him. Look what happened to him because he took a political statement.
Yeah. Yes.
So hopefully Bugs Bunny said that he's not going to perform in any cities in the United States. You know why? He knows what's going to happen. People aren't going to come.
Well,
You know, he's just going to divide everybody further.
He's using the excuse that he doesn't want ICE at his concerts. Feeling that ICE will show up at his concerts to haul away his fans.
I doubt if he would even sell out because unless he was in like Los Angeles or Miami or some I don't know, around Texas somewhere. If he comes to the north in a lot of cities, he's not going to sell out because who wants to go hear Spanish? And I think your writing's on the wall for that dude, just like Kaepernick. I'm not spending a dollar listening to that dude.
But I want to know though, where's the FCC on all this?
Right, that's terrible.
Where are they?
What those lyrics, you read them online. Yeah, that's real vulgar.
It is. It is absolutely.
So there had to be kids there that could have understood that because a lot of people have money and they take their kids there. I'm thinking people with money, they don't want their kids hearing that crap.
No, and I brought this up yesterday too, Skipper. This is where I think the NFL greatly missed the boat. They like to package themselves as family entertainment. That was not family entertainment.
Well, hopefully Roger Goodell will rethink this. He said, he was the right guy for this show. Well, I think he had his head down a lot, and I think he'll probably rethink this in the future.
Well, I wonder, too, I mean, his job is controlled by the owners. The owners can get together and say, okay, we're moving on. We're getting a new commissioner and fire him if they so choose.
Well, I don't see the owners liking Bad Bunny. I do not see that.
Yeah, I would like to think that Mr. Rooney was not a fan of what took place Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think Trump. Trump probably sent him a little letter too, or a phone call saying, you need to start doing more of the United States thing here rather than some other.
Had a caller yesterday, Skipper. He asked about they need to cut a country music band, and no sooner did he say that than last night I had heard the last country artist to perform at the halftime for the Super Bowl was, I believe it was either 95 or 96.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I haven't gone to look and to verify that to see who it was, but that's what I heard. That's what.
Well, I like all types of music, but even rap, I like quite a bit of it. But whenever you got naked women twerking and using I'm going to shoot cops and and it's all about drugs, I don't think that's a good show.
No, I don't.
Even if it's popular with all the addicts out there that are in that culture. And then on the flip side of it, with this, what went on here, the political things, even though, some of the people like Bugs Bunny, they got to do something more that's family friendly. It doesn't have to be country western, just some kind of entertainment that everybody's going to enjoy.
Absolutely.
So Chris Stapleton, I was thinking he was going to say he was the last guy, but he's a great performer. I'd love to hear him sing there. Okay. And I like rock and roll.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure. All right.
Anything but the each end of the spectrum. Anything in the middle is good. Right. I don't care if it's opera. Let's do it.
All right, Skipper. Got to run here. Got another call.
All right.
I thank you for your call today.
All right, bye.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yes, Russ. How the heck are you?
Good, James. You.
Good. Hey, two things. First of all, we'll talk about the halftime show here for a while. I watched football all year, and I think I'm like a lot of people. I don't watch the pregame. I don't want to hear them talk for a half hour about what's going to go on. I don't watch the halftime either because I don't want to half hour about what's going on and what they need to do. I just want to watch the dang game. That's it. Just want to watch the game. Okay. So when it comes to the halftime, I think people are walking away, getting a sandwich, doing whatever they got to do, and they could care less. And you got to remember that they're trying to get you to watch the halftime. And this is going on all the way back. You mentioned it with the wardrobe malfunction. That was years ago, maybe even decades ago that happened. And you have had two things. You have had very controversial performers. You would agree with that because that's what they want. Second thing is you've had performers that I didn't pay attention to until somebody brought it up. A lot of these performers aren't from the United States. There's people that have performed at the halftime show that are from, different countries.
Well, the Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney has performed.
But no, I'm saying like other bands and other performers, and on purpose they got them because they're trying to go global. Okay? So this is what they're trying to do. So when it comes to this, I'm like, whatever. I mean, I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch the Oscars because somebody's going to say or do something, and they all have their views, and it's like what you're tuning into.
Yeah.
And if you're tuning into this, it's like they're just baiting you. And the amazing thing that gets me, and I encourage everybody to watch this though. Over this, there have been some wigged out reactions, and one of them, I don't know if you've heard about the Megyn Kelly interview with Piers Morgan. She totally lost it, and listening to it, it was hard to listen to the whole thing, but I finally found it, listened to the whole thing. I'm telling you, that does not look good on her. That was a racist rant, and I can't take credit for it, but there was somebody that said, the person that she is the same type of person that wanted the water fountain separated. She goes on there and says, and she makes fun. She's agitated, so agitated. She's saying like, "I don't want the Latinos," and just the way she is saying it is she's wigging out. And then she mentions blacks and Muslims, and I'm like, okay, you're just totally lost it all over this. So yeah, people have to see that. It's just, I think there wouldn't be such a. Because what the question I have is, where were these people 10 years ago? These halftime shows have always been an issue, but it was really an issue this year because it was really stirred up, and you had the president that said, this is the worst, we need this, and so people were more attentive to it. Now, second thing, you mentioned the governor of Maryland. I thought he was doing a good job, too.
Yeah.
And you said that, well, to me, it doesn't matter if maybe he was confused, but then again, maybe he lied about the background. Then my point is, with this, is if he lied about his background, then doesn't that kind of shoot his credibility a little bit? And I'm pointing to something even local.
Yeah.
Local. You're shooting your reputation, you're shooting your credibility. You're going on there, and people are going to start. What they're going to start doing is they're going to start saying, "Okay, we need to check what he's saying is true." And you and Kendall have talked about this Monday. There's issues in the county here that you have to check now that if they're true or not. And I've been saying this for a long time. But with me, if this person gets to be, and I'm not saying the governor, but if a person becomes troublesome with their reputation and with their credibility, I think people need to distance them. I know I would caution people sponsoring, this certain person's show. I would be leery of going on the air with them. I would be leery of things that, is going on because they're going to take everybody down. Just like Kendall played that, and she had the chutzpah to do that, and I give her the kudos. She played that, and it's proven. And when you're going on, and I think she said too, and other people have, there's even a fake Facebook page. This is getting really weird and deep.
Yeah.
And we don't want to address that. We just come on and say it's a Trump-tastic day, and this needs to be addressed because this person's credibility is, I think, being lost every day. And I think sponsors, I think people to come on the radio with him, I think even WMBS has to sit down and look at some things to see, because there's opinions, but opinions are different than falsehoods. And you can have an opinion, I can have an opinion, but we kind of work in truth on both sides. We can disagree, but you're coming at it in truth. I'm coming at it in truth and fact on another side. I'm not making stuff up. You're not making stuff up. So it gets a blurred line here. And again, I think this is all an agenda. And I don't know how you feel, but I'm a conservative, and I don't have any problem with Pat Stefano or Ryan Warner. I've supported them in the past, but we have major issues now, and this is who we're going after. So we're not even supporting the Republican Party, who you were a part. This person is a part of. Mm-hmm. It's deep. This is deeper, and to me, it's deeper than I think what people realize. There is some stuff here, and I think more is going to come out because the surface has started to be scratched a little bit. I don't know how you feel on it, but your thoughts?
No, my thoughts are is news is news, and if you're going to report the news, there is a proper way to do it. You know, I mean, I go back to elementary school when we first started to learn about this. You know, there was the 5 W's of reporting: who, what, when, where, and why. And then you got the story from both sides. How did you see this happen? How did you see this happen? What's good? What's wrong about what happened? Type of thing. But as Kendall pointed out, in these quote unquote news stories, where it's just one side is being quoted, and it's just one person in article after article being quoted, when other ones are just a employee. Well, you know, there's 800 employees in county government.
Right.
You know, that's not reporting. That's not reporting. That's a biased hack job.
You could, and I'm going to go and use a word. You could almost say that it's propaganda. You're having one view that is not, that opinion is not, answered for because it's just your program and you're doing this. It's this is the agenda that we want out. And
I've said it before,
propaganda.
It's akin to being a snake oil salesman and a charlatan.
Ooh, very good. Yeah, very good. Carpetbagger.
And with that, I got to run here, James. I got to get a break in and another caller.
Go Pirates.
Thanks for your call.
They're doing some things, Russ.
Well, hopefully. We keep our fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Hey, got to take a quick break to the caller on line 1. We'll squeeze you in right after this.
Couples Comedy with married comedians Tom Cotter and Carrie Louise comes to the State Theater Center for the Arts Friday, February 13th at 8 p.m. for a hilarious Valentine's performance. An America's Got Talent Season 7 finalist and one of the funniest comics today, Tom Cotter, and Carrie Louise, a Last Comic Standing finalist, are sure to make it an uproarious Galentine's night out. For tickets, call 724-439-1360 or online at statetheater.info. Recommended for those 16 and over.
There's only one best lunch spot in Uniontown. Titlo Tavern and Grill on West Main Street, serving 8-ounce Reubens, foot-long cheesesteaks and subs, half-pound handmade burgers, plus pizza, calzones, strombolis, pepperoni rolls, and fresh salads like Greek, antipasto, salmon, steak, and chicken. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday till 10, Saturday 2 to 10. Dinner and happy hour specials nightly, and private parties are welcome. Call 724-437-6749. Titlo Tavern and Grill.
Don't miss out on Economy Furnace's end-of-season sale. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home's heating system with incredible savings. Take $250 off any furnace replacement, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. For qualified buyers, we're offering 0% financing, making it simple to invest in a new energy-efficient furnace. We proudly partner with Amana, bringing you the highest quality furnaces on the market. At Economy Furnace, we define excellence in every aspect of our business, from our expert technicians to our customer-focused approach. With Economy Furnace, it's not just a furnace, it's peace of mind. Our end-of-season sale provides unmatched value, combining affordability with premium quality. Economy Furnace is committed to excellence. Our team of qualified professionals is ready to ensure your home stays warm and comfortable throughout the year. Contact us at 724-438-4575 to learn more.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
Looking to update your home? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is more than your plumbing supply store. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels that transform your space from outdated to outstanding. Our designers work with you to create the look you've always wanted with custom cabinetry, countertops, and flooring options to fit your style and budget. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com to plan your dream kitchen or bath. Koval Building Supply, everything you need to make your house feel like home.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got about 3 minutes left in hour one of What's on Your Mind. I invite the caller who decided to drop off there during the break to give me a call next hour where we'll have plenty of time to chat. Want to hear from you, find out what's on your mind. I want to find out from you as well what's on your mind. So give me a buzz. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. So, I think I need to go back and, James brought up a good point. I had mentioned, Westmore, governor of Maryland. I really don't care what I had said about skewing the story of his ancestors. And you know what? Yeah, I do. If you can't be proud of what your history is, then just don't say anything at all. Because if you're willing to change that, if you're willing to skew the facts on your family history, yeah, what else are you willing to skew the facts on? When you're in a position of leadership or wanting to be in a position of leadership, a lot of that job is communication and information. So we want to be sure as an electorate that what our government is telling us is the truth, or that's what we want to believe anyway. So often that's not the case, but we still want to believe. We want to think that the person that's telling us is honest. And yeah, it does make a difference. It does make a difference if you're willing to fudge the facts when it comes to your own history. And I don't care if it was 4 generations ago. Maybe you learned it that way, but when other facts come out against it, okay, don't try to just brush it off and say, well, okay, it really didn't happen that way, but it happened that way to others. So I was just trying to make a connection there. It doesn't work. Own up to it. Own up to it. Hey, CBS News is next. They're going to bring you news from around the world, around the country, and then TJ's in here with the local news, sports, and weather. When that's all said and done, I'll be back for hour 2 of What's on Your Mind, 724-438-4593. At the tone, it's going to be 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting. I'm Stacy Lynn. The FAA has lifted flight restrictions over El Paso, Texas. And CBS's Cammie McCormick has more on what led authorities to briefly close the airspace.
Multiple sources tell CBS News the closure stemmed from disagreements between the FAA and the Pentagon over drone-related tests. The Pentagon had been testing technology at Fort Bliss by the airport that uses a high-energy laser. It was used earlier this week to shoot down what turned out to be a party balloon. But there were differences over whether the tests met safety requirements. The FAA administrator closed the airspace without alerting the White House, Pentagon, or Homeland Security officials until safety issues could be resolved.
Things are heated on Capitol Hill, where a House committee is grilling Attorney General Pam Bondi about several topics, including the Epstein files. Several victims are there, and Representative Pramila Jayapal asked Bondi,
I wish that you would turn around to the survivors who are standing right behind you and on a human level,
Chairman,
apologize
Chair now recognizes the chair.
on what you have done.
Time of the gentlelady's expired. The gentlelady's, you have no time to yield back.
Theatrics.
We appreciate that. We appreciate the thought.
a federal grand jury has declined to indict 6 Democratic lawmakers who urged military members to defy unlawful orders. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly said this was a failed attempt to criminalize political speech.
They tried to have us charged and thrown into jail because we said something that they didn't like.
At the White House, Linda Kenyon tells us the president and Prime Minister Netanyahu are still in a private meeting.
The closed-door meeting was billed as a discussion about Iran, following a warning from Prime Minister Netanyahu that Iran was taking steps to rebuild its nuclear program. This meeting comes as President Trump has already sent military warships to the region and has signaled he will send more if Iran continues on its present path. In addition, the Prime Minister signed an agreement to join the President's Board of Peace, which is supposed to help rebuild post-war Gaza.
The jobs market was stronger than expected in January. The Labor Department says the unemployment rate fell to 4.3% as employers added 130,000 jobs last month. Good news, says Bank of America's Joseph Quinlan.
Good job growth, a lot of demand. So this is a very good story for the underlying economy heading deeper into 2026.
But despite the good jobs report out today, stocks have been unstable. The Dow right now is down 115 points. And this just in, another gold medal for Team USA. Speed skater Jordan Stoltz won the 1,000 meters. This is CBS News.
Real crimes, real justice. Follow and listen to 48 Hours on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cashback. Looking for a bigger bonus? Well, WMBS and the Pennsylvania Lottery want to give you a big shot at it. From now until the 15th, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 whenever you hear triple. And you'll win 6 $5 big bonus triple play scratch-off tickets. This game delivers triple the excitement with 15 top prizes of $130,000. Play today. Benefits older Pennsylvanians. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
An Olympic athlete with a headline-making moment in Milan, but it had nothing to do with his race.
Sturla Holm Lagerud of Norway, after winning bronze in the men's biathlon, tearfully admitted to being unfaithful to his girlfriend. He called it the biggest mistake of his life. He says he revealed it publicly in a bid to win her back. Critics said it overshadowed a teammate's win in the event. Lagerud apologized for that and says he regrets speaking up. His girlfriend, who remains anonymous, expressed her pain and reluctance to forgive. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Speaking of the Olympics, Los Angeles is getting ready to host the 2028 games, but there might not be enough places for people to stay. A new study by Deloitte warns that demand for hotel rooms may far exceed supply. They say lodging capacity could fall short by hundreds of thousands. Organizers expect nearly 15 million visitors to the city for the games. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's cloudy and 36 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano, sports and weather after the news. State police in Uniontown are asking for the public's help with an investigation. Today they shared photos of a man whom they are trying to identify and speak with. The man is not charged with any crime, but investigators would like to question him in connection with an ongoing incident. Anyone who recognizes the man is asked to call PSP Uniontown at 724-439-7111, and callers can remain anonymous. The jury in the Thomas Stanko homicide trial has begun deliberations at the Westmoreland County Courthouse following closing arguments today. Judge Michael Stewart delivered final instructions to the jurors before they moved to private deliberations. The jury will consider charges of first-degree murder, third-degree murder, and reckless burning related to the arson of Cassandra Gross's SUV. Stanko faces mandatory life sentence without parole if convicted of first-degree murder. Governor Josh Shapiro and one of his neighbors have filed competing lawsuits over a property boundary and fence at their Montgomery County homes. In dispute is who controls a comparatively small piece of land that borders the Shapiro's Abington property and the property owned by Jeremy and Simone Mock. The Shapiros say a fence on the disputed property has been there since before the governor and his wife Lori purchased their home in 2003. In court documents filed Monday, both parties allege they control the land and have each asked a judge to rule in their favor and bar the other party from using the property. Both the Shapiros and Mocks are also looking to be awarded monetary damages. Omaha Steaks is cutting ties with restaurants. Here's Monica Nelson with the story.
The company has announced it's shutting down its food service fulfillment operation. Omaha Steaks, which was founded in 1917, is known for its mail order operations, but many restaurants have also used the company's products for their meals. I'm Monica Nelson.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
Be prepared for bone-chilling winter weather. Have Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning install a Bryant high-efficiency furnace in your home to replace that old worn-out system you now have. Choose Bryant's Plus 90 gas furnace or other quality heating system to keep yourself and your family warm and toasty this winter. Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning will also keep your present furnace running at peak efficiency with their 15-point safety check and cleaning. Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning today for your appointment. 724-439-2323. That's Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, tomorrow's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS as we have boys 5A preliminary round playoff action. Laurel Highlands will visit Ringgold. We'll have it on the radio as well as video on our YouTube page. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame will be at 6:10 and tip-off is at 7 tomorrow night. Pirates pitchers and catchers have their first workout in Bradenton today, and the first full squad workout will be on Monday. Cloudy the rest of the afternoon, 37. Cloudy, some snow showers early tonight, 26, and cloudy 31 tomorrow. Right now, cloudy and 36 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:09 on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, an Olympic update, then hour 2 of What's on Your Mind here on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
You may have noticed a new internet company knocking at your door with claims like, "I'm not here to sell you anything," or "I wouldn't lie to you." The truth is, Armstrong has played an important role in your community for decades, and we're not going anywhere. That new internet provider will probably change their name, get bought out by another company, or fold completely. Armstrong, the internet you count on, the people you trust. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com today or anytime in the future.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
This Olympic update is being brought to you by Tire Man's Auto Garage. Only the best make it to the Olympics, and when you need tires or auto service, go to the best. Tire Man's Auto Garage, a Best in Fayette winner for tires and auto service.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update of the 2026 Winter Games. Jordan Stolz is considered the best American speed skater since Eric Heiden, who says Stolz is better than he was, and all Heiden did was win 5 gold medals in 1980. Stolz is favored to win 4, and the 1,000 meters is considered his best event. He has won the gold today. He set a new Olympic record. Heiden was in attendance. The other day, Austrian snowboarder Anna Gasser went for a gold medal three-peat in the big air. She fell short, so still, no snowboarder has ever won 3 straight golds, but Chloe Kim of the U.S. can in the halfpipe. She recently hurt her shoulder, but she looked fine today in the qualifying. Kim was cheered on by her boyfriend, Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns. Figure skating right now has the conclusion of the ice dance, and the U.S. husband and wife team of Evan Bates and Madison Chock will be going for the gold. With this Winter Games update, John Stash Hour, Westwood One Sports.
Voted best in Fayette auto service and tires, Tireman's Auto Garage is the place to go for tires. Worried about your tires passing state inspection or driving in winter weather? Tireman's Auto Garage has low prices on used tires, mounted and balanced to meet state inspection requirements. Whatever your tire needs, new or used, the cheapest prices and the best service are at Tireman's Auto Garage, with ACEMA leasing and SNAP financing available. Fully licensed and insured, Tireman's Auto Garage also offers disposable tire pickup service. Top automotive specialists, Tireman's Auto Garage services include diagnostic service, alignments, oil changes, state inspections, batteries, brakes, rotors, and more. Driven by Tireman's Auto Garage lately? Then you've seen the 2, 4, and 6-seater golf carts that are for sale, with ACEMA leasing available. Or ask Joe and Kim about rentals. Tireman's Auto Garage, with low used tire specials, cheapest prices on new tires, golf carts, and more. Tireman's Auto Garage, Mill Street, phone 724-425-9606.
That Olympic update from Italy was brought to you by Tire Man's Auto Garage. Only the best are chosen for the Olympics, and when you need tires or auto service, choose the best. Tire Man's Auto Garage, a Best in Fayette winner for tires and auto service.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider?
NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You've tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
It's not just another sale, it is the February floor sample clearance at Chesler's Fine Furniture, located on Route 51 in Uniontown. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values on beautiful home fashions for every room in your house. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $429, solid oak 5-piece dinettes featuring Formica tops for $13.99. If you prefer all wood sets, they start at just $5.99. For the family room, sofas start at only $4.99 with love seats and chairs to match. Chaise sofas for relaxing comfort are priced at $6.29 and up. Chesler's has top grain leather sofas, love seats, chairs, and sectionals in stationary and reclining in stock from Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishing, and Craftmaster. Entertainment centers are sale priced from $159. Those with an electric fireplace start at $3.99. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be on sale. Credit terms and delivery are available with 90 days same as cash.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Your local station, WMVS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to hour
not just
2
another sale.
of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. What else is going on here? Well, let me see. What's going on is we're brought to you by K2 Engineering, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Gary's Auto Sales, and Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty. Hey, just to go over my list real quick, the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping is still in the news. A person of interest was taken in for questioning last night, and he was released, not who they are looking for. A new letter has arrived at TMZ and law enforcement. The writer of this letter says they know who the kidnapper is, and for 1 Bitcoin deposited into a certain account, they will, tell who it is. Seattle Seahawk Victory Parade was in Seattle earlier today. Schools stayed open, and students attending the parade, it would be considered a non-excused absence on that. Evanston, Illinois is giving $25,000 reparation payments to 44 of its residents. Maryland Governor Wes Moore is being accused of lying about his family history. So does that, do you care? Is it something that, you don't want to see in your politicians? The halftime show for the Super Bowl is still being controversial. Ratings did drop during the halftime show, almost 20%. My question is, where was and where is the FCC? They fined CBS several $1 million a number of years ago when Janet Jackson had a costume malfunction. So where were they with the language that was being used by Bad Bunny? And then Buck's Coal-Fired Pizza in Lake Park, Florida, has come out with an iguana pizza using the meat of iguanas that were humanely killed during the cold snap in Florida last week. So there you go, 724-438-4593. One line's open. It means got a caller on the other line. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Good afternoon, Russ.
Hello.
Hey, this is Mark calling.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, about the halftime show.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's about 20 years ago. It was Janet Jackson, and was it Justin Timberlake? They had yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
You don't recall the title of the song that Justin Timberlake was singing, do you?
Offhand, I do not.
Okay. It was called I Want to See You Naked.
Ah, okay.
Russ,
yeah.
we've been heading downhill for 20 years now.
We have.
You know?
Yes.
And it just keeps on going.
Mm-hmm.
This Bad Bunny. I didn't even watch because I turned the station. I think we got something to eat too, or something like that.
Okay.
But all these little flags they were flying or whatever. I guess they think they're entitled to come here. Well, if their culture's so good, how come they can't build where they're trying to build down from where they come from? That's what I want to know.
There you go. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And another thing.
Bad Bunny was talking about how bad things are here, but, you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And as for the ICE agents, all the controversy that's going on, well, if Joe Biden and what's her name? What's the vice president?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Yeah, if they don't let our country be invaded by 15 million illegal aliens, we would have to send these people out to clean up their mess. That's
true.
As far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see, what else? Oh, about the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it the iguana pizza?
Yes.
Yeah. I heard they taste like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
I guess you get the joke, huh?
Yep. So, alrighty.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Russ, one thing I do is I always order my pizzas. I order with double anchovies.
Okay.
And there's one thing good about it when you order a pizza with double anchovies.
Nobody else wants it.
Nobody ever asks you for a slice.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay, Russ. That's all I got for today.
Okay, Mark. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
This is Leanne Russell.
Hey, Leanne.
I'm telling you what, there's all kinds of stuff going on. Well, let's go to the Super Bowl halftime show. I stopped watching them Boku years ago after the Janet Jackson malfunction. And but if you want a real treat, listeners, and wonder where the FCC is, I had pop up on my phone the 10 most, I don't know what, beautiful outfits at the Grammys. There's one outfit, and all of them are very nice.
Uh-huh.
They really are. Okay. But there's one outfit that how in the world that even was permitted to be put on television is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to describe it family friendly, okay?
Okay.
This young woman who I do not know had the bottom of her dress was intact. The top was non-existent. There was no top.
Okay.
And no top. Okay. And the bottom was held up by piercings in a certain part of the female anatomy.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can imagine that. How that ever got shown. I would not want my daughter watching the Grammys, or my son, or my husband, or myself to have to see that. And I'm just like, what? How could that possibly have been permitted to be on television?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I just don't. I honestly don't. Yeah.
Well, I looked it up, and apparently what the young woman did, because they found a loophole, it was actually flesh-covered something over her anatomy. But believe me, you'd have to convince me that that was not her anatomy. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm serious. I mean, please, go look it up and see what you think. I'm serious. But anyway, no, they should not be permitted to sing in other languages for exactly the reason why you said, and especially exactly what you said for Spanish. There's plenty of Spanish-speaking people in the United States who have families who I'm sure were watching the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's offensive, you know. Well, maybe I'm just too old-fashioned, Russ.
Well,
but I don't think that.
No, I don't think so. I think it's called common decency.
Yeah, that would be good, isn't that? You know, which apparently is becoming more uncommon. Now, as far as the iguana pizza, I'm still traumatized by a comatose iguana falling on my head while I walk down the street. But I'm just, oh my God, I'd have a heart attack. But you know, done for shock effect. But I don't know if you remember this when we had the last, or maybe it was even the one before that, locust infestation.
Yeah.
One of the bakeries in Pittsburgh was featuring cookies with a locust on top, and of course they sold like cupcakes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. People will try, or at least purchase it to look at because it's an oddity. You know.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm not going to purchase a pizza just to look at it.
Well, I mean, they might nibble it a little bit just to say.
Around the edges. I'll eat the crust, providing it's stuffed crust. That's it.
Yeah, really. Yeah, like the people that will try chocolate-covered ants and different insects because it's so large or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
People do what they do. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They do what they do.
If you want to eat an iguana, go ahead. I'm not going to.
I guess.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, no thanks. Whether even if it's chocolate covered, no thanks.
No thanks.
Hey, thank you.
Hey,
thank you, Russ.
Thanks for your call. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, it's the Pawpaw.
Hey, Pawpaw, how you doing?
All right. I had a couple subjects here I'm going to mention. One is iguanas. Years ago, when iguanas started being a problem in Florida, we knew that people ate them, and we watched some videos of people preparing them. And if you look at the side of an iguana's head, there's like this little round spot. And they say that's the best part of the iguana to eat. So I think I would try it, but I don't know why they didn't, because another invasive species down there is a pythons, which are also cold-blooded. So why did they not say, hey, you can go out and collect all the pythons you want? Because there's a pretty big restriction on who and how people can catch those pythons.
Yeah. I would guess, Pawpaw, this is just a guess, that it's a lot easier to, you know, bend down and pick up an iguana off the sidewalk than it is going out into the middle of the Everglades trying to track down a cold stunned boa. Python.
Well, it's actually a python.
Python.
And the other thing, everybody's talking about this terrible singer there at the, if you want to call it singing, at the Super Bowl, which I don't watch the Super Bowl, and to me, I've never thought halftime shows were worth a darn anyway, because when I went to football games in college, it was always bands playing terrible band music. But in Spanish, his name would be El Conejo Malo, and I think the people who chose to put him there had an idea mala.
Okay. I'm going to take that to mean brain cramp.
Idea mala is a bad idea.
Okay.
El Conejo Malo is the bad bunny. So I personally think that was a bad idea, and I hope that there is some sanctions put on the football people who made that idea, because I have a ham radio license, and they don't want to sing cuss words over the ham radio.
Yeah.
Not even in Spanish. So I mean, if I got on my ham radio and started saying some Spanish words that I know, because that was my minor in college,
Okay.
that would not be acceptable, I'm sure somebody would call me out on it.
Yeah.
And FCC may even have a few things to say.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah.
And one more thing about this woman who was kidnapped out there in Arizona. One, I think there's too much publicity, but now there's even YouTube channels connecting the news reporter lady, who's her daughter. Her husband worked with the Clintons.
Okay.
And so they're trying to mix the Clintons and Epstein and everything else
Oh, jeez.
in with the mix.
Okay.
So I think people are really going too far on all of that. I think the news needs to get some other subjects, and I'm tired of hearing about the kidnapped lady and the bad bunny and all the other stuff. But I think the iguanas is pretty amusing.
It is. It is. So, all right. Hey, Pawpaw Lady. Thanks for your call.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Hey, gonna take a quick little break. I hope I am anyway. And if not, well, I'll stick around until we figure out why we didn't go to break. But I'm supposed to go to break right now, and so we'll be back. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Okay, so they're not working. I don't know why. I did something here. TJ's here to fix things up, and we'll get it going. I don't know. We don't know. It's me.
Out on Economy Furnace's end-of-season sale. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home's heating system with incredible savings. Take $250 off any furnace replacement, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. For qualified buyers, we're offering 0% financing, making it simple to invest in a new energy-efficient furnace. We proudly partner with Amana, bringing you the highest quality furnaces on the market. At Economy Furnace, we define excellence in every aspect of our business, from our expert technicians to our customer-focused approach. With Economy Furnace, it's not just a furnace, it's peace of mind. Our end-of-season sale provides unmatched value, combining affordability with premium quality. Economy Furnace is committed to excellence. Our team of qualified professionals is ready to ensure your home stays warm and comfortable throughout the year. Contact us at 724-438-4575 to learn more.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
Uniontown Liquidation Outlet wants to thank you for buying our special Fayette 2025. Come shop with us for the lowest prices around. We have toys, home goods, tools, electronics, and much more. We offer layaway, so stop in today and ask us how it works. We are located inside the Uniontown Mall.
The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Hope to see you soon.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Having Hicks & Buzz Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. Hicks & Buzz also offers free prescription delivery, mail-out service for snowbirds, and dependable courteous service, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Hicks & Buzz Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street, phone 724-437-2828. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday at Hicks & Buzz Drugstore of Uniontown.
Experiencing symptoms of COPD? Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale has been selected to conduct a clinical research study, and participants are needed. All study-related care will be provided at no cost, and no health insurance is required. Compensation up to $2,200 for qualified participants for time and travel. To learn more, call Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281. That's Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Problem solved. TJ's my hero. Sometimes I'm just an idiot, and I admit that. My wife will agree with that as well, by the way. Anyway, problem solved. I apologize for all of that. But we are back on schedule here. Open conversation. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Give me a buzz. Both lines are open, 724-438-4593. Iguana Pizza. Yes or no? Yes or no on that? So, yeah, it's a big NO for me on that. No. And, Mark said... he's heard they taste like chicken. Well, you know what? How often do you hear that? People that have eaten rattlesnake say it tastes like chicken. I'm just trying to think of other things that I've heard people say it tastes like chicken. I don't remember, but anyway, everything tastes like chicken except for chicken. There you go. 724-438-4593. That's the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. If you want to talk about one of the things on my list, hey, great. If not, that's fine as well. We'll talk about what you want to chat about. I'm open for that. So call me on those things as well. The halftime show's been a big conversation piece today. In case you're just tuning in, most of the show, the halftime show Sunday, was done in Spanish. Now, I took a year or two of Spanish back in high school. Absolutely remember none of it. I probably passed with a D in that. So I have absolutely no idea, none, what Bad Bunny was singing or rapping about Sunday. So I went and I did a little research and got a translation of the songs that he supposedly sung. The lyrics aren't good. They're not good. As I mentioned the first hour, decorum does not allow me to repeat the words, and the FCC doesn't allow me to repeat the words. And, well, Brian, the station manager, would come in here and probably smack me over the head if I tried to repeat the words here. But he's talking about the Sex Act and derogatory terms and words describing. It's rather disgusting. So my question is, where's the FCC on this? You know, you don't want to, the government can't come on board ahead of time. Hey, we want to see what you're singing. We want a list of songs, because that's censorship. You can't do that. But they can certainly, after the fact, say, no, you broke regulations for allowing this to take. Now, NBC could have asked. The NFL could have asked. Not the government. And that's how we want it. So where was NBC? Where was the NFL? Where were the Even the Spanish-speaking stations that carried the game. Where were they in wanting a list of songs? Knowing this was going to be a controversial halftime anyway, why wouldn't the NFL, why wouldn't NBC want to find out what they're looking at? But after the fact, now where's the FCC? They find CBS, I think it was CBS, that carried the Super Bowl the year of Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, and got fined, I forget how many millions of dollars. It wasn't insignificant. Where are they now? Just because it was in Spanish doesn't mean anything. 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ.
Yeah, Fred.
How you doing?
Fine.
Good. Hey, did you see this halftime show when Janet Jackson had that malfunction?
You know what? I remember it, and you know it was very brief. I forget what year it was.
Yeah.
I had it here. Give me a second. I had it. Give me a second. I'll tell you the year because I got the list. History list of when everything was done. So continue with your question though.
Well, did you see it?
Well, I saw it. So that was back in 2004.
Yeah.
I'm sure I watched it. I honestly, what I remember from that is in the dance routine, Justin Timberlake grabbed her part of her shirt. It looked like, and it pulled back, which caused a button or snaps to break, exposing her breast for a very short amount of time, which she very quickly tried to cover back up.
Right. Now, you say you saw it, right?
Yes.
Okay, did you like it?
Probably not, because I really didn't. It happened so fast for one thing. I probably didn't even notice it because I probably wasn't paying all that much of attention because I wasn't a Justin Timberlake fan and I wasn't a Janet Jackson fan.
Yeah, right. Well, I think any man would enjoy that, right?
Say that again?
I think any man would enjoy that.
Well, probably, yeah. And again, it was so quick. It was so quick.
Quickie. Yeah, quickie.
Yeah. So, but again, that was a split-second thing, and CBS got fined millions of dollars for it, and so, and that was a second. That was no more than 3 seconds. Was that out there?
Do you think it was done on purpose?
What's that?
Do you think it was done on purpose?
Remembering 2004, I have no clue.
No. The malfunction, was it done on purpose?
Was what done?
The malfunction, was it done on purpose?
I'm not understanding the malfunction. I have no idea whether it was done on purpose or not.
I do. I think it was.
Okay, well, fine. I have no clue. I haven't had a conversation with either Janet Jackson or Justin Timberlake. I'm not in their minds. I have no idea whether it was intentional or not.
Yeah, right. Okay, Russ, that's all I have.
All righty, Fred.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ. I'm really disappointed that this is really going downhill. I think it's time when people read the Bible and started cleaning up their thought process. We don't need to dig down in to more of this lust. This country is in bad shape as it is. And as far as the FCC, I think these people ought to get in touch with the FCC and make a personal complaint to them. And, it seems to me I've done that in the past, in my younger years, and then they have to respond and explain why they let this go, because right now it seems like it's just turned into a free-for-all. And I find it very offensive that we even have to have radio talking about this. I didn't watch that, so I don't care to even hear about it. I just want to say that I think there's a lot of other issues coming. I agree with the lady that called in about the halftime show, Bad Bunny or whatever, and Savannah Guthrie's mother and all this stuff. How about the fact that our government could shut down again because a bunch of people that don't belong in this country want more benefits from us, us to pay more tax dollars, so our ICE people we have to pay for them to have cameras, judicial warrants, and there's something else that they want. They want the masks off. Those judicial warrants, I think everybody ought to call their U.S. Senator Fetterman and McCormick and their congressman, including the one you said you don't get too much input from, Ross and Fowler, whatever.
Russian Thaler.
Right, and tell them that, these people owe us money. They stole money in Minnesota and these other states by tying into grants and things, and they weren't supposed to get them in the first place, but they never even used them for what they were for. The daycare centers didn't have any children, so they owe us money. They should be out of here and paying us money back and to pay for what they stole from the taxpayers, not asking for more, and tell them don't shut the government down for this. And as far as the guy that called in the other day about Shapiro, I don't know how many people I know. I'd never want to work with Shapiro, so I really have a hard time trying to figure out how people think you just wave a magic wand for people that are so far on each side. He is just a stinking liberal. He wants to legalize marijuana again now. He's not giving up on that. And he just wants to make a shade or a force for his public sector unions. Public sector unions don't do anything for me. They just basically raise my taxes. And, as far as the other day, I brought up those companies like Amazon is one of them. Well, keep in mind, Amazon moved into Robertson Township area in Allegheny County, and they got some of a reduced taxes, and then they're going to go ahead after doing that and fire more people, lay off more people with AI. So how many more gifts and do we have to give to these people? We don't have the money to give them any more gifts. So I hope that's clear, because I'm just really think we need to get right so that we're not tempted to get involved in this lust and all this stuff, and pay attention to what our congressmen are dealing with. I mean, somebody wants to get on there and give them some ideas. I hope they're not liberals, but I would not want to be them. That for me, this stuff is it's a hard battle.
Okay. All right,
Thank
Regina.
you.
Yep, thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
It certainly is a hard battle, isn't it?
Yes. Is this Jake? Hey, Jake.
Yeah. How are you doing, Russ?
Good, yourself?
Happy to be here. Now, I didn't go and look up the lyrics that were used at the Super Bowl, but I don't know, from what I've heard, it's language that you couldn't use on a regular, non-cable, non-paid station. Well, okay, what's so hard to figure out about that? And this is one time, I would say, the Trump administration, I don't know if they're doing anything. I don't know if they're looking into it. But, time and time again, and it's just, to me, it's just a disgusting idea anyway, that the NFL is a nonprofit organization. But let Russ talk about the Super Bowl without saying the big game, right?
Yeah.
And there'll be a ring at your phone. There'll be a knock on your door with an NFL lawyer. It's like, guys, you kind of can't have it both ways, except that you do. You have it more. So the creepiness of the whole halftime thing, and then the people defending it. I don't know. I guess it goes along. For me, it goes along with the Shapiro hasn't got the idea from California, Colorado, any of the other states where things have gotten worse since they legalized pot. we can look around. We can read an article from Alex Berenson. There was an article in the I believe it's the New York Times yesterday saying, maybe not such a good idea. Right?
Yeah.
We're a couple years into this across the country, and maybe not such a good idea. And that's the New York Times. You know, it's not just Jake saying it,
right.
But maybe I think we're going in the right direction. You know, they're suing the transgender doctors. Super great, because those people are animals. They're suing the social media. Okay, TikTok, Snapchat already settled. Okay. We're banning cell phones in school. I think we're going in the right direction. The prescription drug costs, I think we're going in the right direction. And I don't know, I guess it goes back to from 2017 or 2018, are you tired of winning yet? No, I'm not tired of winning. I want to win more. So shut down that corrupt organization and have them pay taxes, the NFL. And where's the FCC? I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I think
yeah.
Trump put his guy in, right? Brandon Carr, is that the guy's name?
I don't know.
But I think quote unquote Trump's in charge of it now. Okay, do something with it before it happens again. The most disgusting thing I heard during the whole Super Bowl, walking around talking to people and blah blah blah, and just hearing it in passing. This was a pregame, and the lady was talking about a Latino player. And he said, this would be great because finally other Latino kids will have somebody to say, they look like me. And I don't get it, because I don't know if they notice this. White people don't all look the same. But it seems that they, meaning the left, want black kids to be taught by black teachers. They want Latino kids to be taught by Latino teachers. I guess white kids can be taught by white teachers. I don't know.
Well,
but it was just that whole, every time I hear that phrase, people who look like me, I'm like, I don't get it, and I think you're racist. I'm pretty sure that you're racist.
All right. Hey, Jake, I got to run, but thanks for your call today. Have a great
Thanks,
one.
pal. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, do we have to take a quick little break? When we come back, both lines are open, so give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. You and I together will close out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind after this.
Couples Comedy with married comedians Tom Cotter and Carrie Louise comes to the State Theater Center for the Arts Friday, February 13th at 8 p.m. for a hilarious Valentine's performance. An America's Got Talent Season 7 finalist and one of the funniest comics today, Tom Cotter, and Carrie Louise, a Last Comic Standing finalist, are sure to make it an uproarious Valentine's night out. For tickets, call 724-439-1360 or online at statetheater.info. Recommended for those 16 and over. Looking to update your home? Cobalt Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is more than your plumbing supply store. We specialize in kitchen and bathroom remodels that transform your space from outdated to outstanding. Our designers work with you to create the look you've always wanted, with custom cabinetry, countertops, and flooring options to fit your style and budget. Call Cobalt today at 724-437-8824 or visit cobaltsupply.com to plan your dream kitchen or bath. Cobalt Building Supply, everything you need to make your house feel like home.
There's only one best lunch spot in Uniontown. Titlo Tavern and Grill on West Main Street. Serving 8-ounce Reubens, foot-long cheesesteaks and subs, half-pound handmade burgers, plus pizza, calzones, strombolis, pepperoni rolls, and fresh salads like Greek, antipasto, salmon, steak, and chicken. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday till 10, Saturday 2 to 10. Dinner and happy hour specials nightly, and private parties are welcome. Call 724-437-6749. Titlo Tavern and Grill.
Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
It's not just another sale, it is the February floor sample clearance at Chesler's Fine Furniture, located on Route 51 in Uniontown. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values on beautiful home fashions for every room in your house. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $429, solid oak 5-piece dinettes featuring Formica tops for $13.99. If you prefer all wood sets, they start at just $5.99. For the family room, sofas start at only $4.99 with love seats and chairs to match. Chaise sofas for relaxing comfort are priced at $6.29 and up. Chesler's has top grain leather sofas, love seats, chairs, and sectionals in stationary and reclining in stock from Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishing, and Craftmaster. Entertainment centers are sale priced from $159. Those with an electric fireplace start at $3.99. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be on sale. Credit terms and delivery are available with 90 days same as cash.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got about 2.5 minutes left in today's show, so time for you to give me a buzz. Let me know what's on your mind, or just to make a quick comment, whatever is fine by me. 724-438-4593. It is a little cooler today than it was yesterday, 36 degrees. So there's still some snow out there, mostly where it had been piled up. I don't know. I doubt if this is the last remnants of winter. I'm sure we've got some more weather ahead of us in the next 5 weeks or so, 6 weeks, whatever it might be, till spring finally decides to, return and stay. So, but anyway, so bundle up if you go outside. It is a bit on the chilly side. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
The question I have to ask about the Arizona, the woman, the 84-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Why ain't her relatives taking care of her, like housekeeping, people, nurses? She had, like a pacemaker.
Yeah.
Why wasn't there nobody there taking care of her by herself in an isolated area? That's a question mark. That's there's a lot of mysterious questions. And two, they just found out the other day about the camera. She wasn't subscribed to any camera. Although the technology they have today, the FBI did. Yeah. And it's a black and white grainy. They found out the guy's a mask.
That's what they're showing us. We don't know what they actually have on that. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Bob. This is Bob.
Oh, hey, Bob.
At any rate, they did release the guy. They had a subject, but they released him. But they're still investigating it. But
sure,
we don't know what's. This is a mysterious.
And you know what? Quite frank, I don't know what help she may or may not have be getting at home, Mrs. Guthrie. I mean, 84 is not the 84 that it used to be. I mean,
true.
I don't know what the medication she was on is for. They haven't said. Maybe it's a heart-related issue. I don't know.
But the question, why wasn't there somebody there, taking care of her?
Well, maybe they do during the day, and at night they go home. I don't know. I don't know. But if there is somebody, I'm sure they've been interviewed by the police, yeah.
But it's a dark area outside. I watching court TV the other night on TV, and the guy with the microphone, he was out there. It's so dark, isolated out there, and It's just one of those mysterious questions that needs to be answered. And one more thing, real quick. I don't know if it went to the House. Are they supposed to raise the minimum wage in Pennsylvania? Did you hear anything about
the
last
governor
week?
wants to. The governor wants to. It was in his state of his budget address. To what point, I don't know. I don't remember what he wants to go up to.
So they said like $15 an hour.
Yeah, I don't know. That's got to be overtime. It can't be overnight. It'd kill everybody. Hey, Bob, I got to run. We're out of time. Thanks for your call. This is What's on Your Mind, WMBS Uniontown. CBS News is next. At the tone, it's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Stacey Lynn. We begin in Arizona, where a massive search is taking place for Nancy Guthrie. CBS's Lindsay Reiser with the latest.
In a new statement, the Phoenix office of the FBI says numerous agents are conducting an extensive search along multiple roadways in the Catalina foothills area. This is where Nancy lived. The Bureau goes on to ask all media and motorists to follow traffic laws and remain especially cautious when passing law enforcement personnel near the roadways.
Guthrie's been missing since February 1st. Authorities believe she was abducted from her home in Tucson in the middle of the night. Flights have resumed around El Paso, Texas, after the FAA said late last night it was shutting down the airspace near the border. City officials had no clue why and were not happy. Mayor Renard Johnson.
You cannot restrict airspace over a major city without coordinating